Like reading, knowledge of numbers and the ability to do basic calculations are important parts of building a child's foundation, not only for the next steps in school, but also for life. However, millions of children around the world do not acquire these foundational skills at the right time. Without a solid grounding in number knowledge, a child cannot deal with simple arithmetic tasks and therefore begins to get left behind in school. In everyday life too, children and young people have to do basic calculations, like when they go to buy things in the market. For school and for life, it is essential that a child acquires number knowledge and computational skills early in the primary school years. To get a sense of what a child can do or where he or she gets stuck, it is important to observe them closely and see the strategies that they use to solve tasks. Here is a set of simple numeracy tasks. By doing these tasks one-on-one with each individual child, we can get a quick sense of the current numeracy level of the child. The tasks are naming and comparing one-digit numbers, naming and comparing two-digit numbers, adding two two-digit numbers requiring carryover, subtracting a two-digit number from another two-digit number requiring borrowing, understanding and solving a simple word problem. This kind of simple tool has been widely used around the world for surveys and programs focused on foundational numeracy. We will learn how to do these activities with children in the subsequent videos. Before starting to do the numeracy activities with the child, make sure that both you and the child are comfortable and relaxed. Chat with the child to help her relax and become comfortable with you. Let us explore these points further. Create a relaxed environment for the child. Tell the child that this is just an activity you will do together. Make sure you are sitting at the same level as the child. This helps the child to become more comfortable with you. Other children should not gather around to watch as the child attempts the questions. If you are doing this in school, you can find a quiet corner or a veranda and call children to you one by one. Encourage the child to attempt the questions. Be patient, encourage her and give her time. Remember that you are trying to understand what the child can comfortably do, so it's important that you do not help the child or give prompts. Just give instructions and listen patiently. Before starting the assessment, make sure that the child has a pen and paper. Tell her that she is free to use these whenever she wants. Since you will be using the tool with several children, it is helpful to have a few different samples of the tool. Note that there is a child's copy which is shown to the child and there is a surveyor's copy that the surveyor or the teacher uses to give instructions. In the next video, we will learn how to administer the numeracy tool. In an earlier video, we saw the different tasks in the numeracy tool. There are 6 levels: word problem level or solving a word problem correctly, subtraction level or solving a 2 by 2 subtraction problem correctly, addition level or solving a 2 by 2 addition problem correctly, two-digit level or naming and comparing two-digit numbers correctly, one-digit level or naming and comparing one-digit numbers correctly, and beginner level if the child doesn't yet recognize one-digit numbers. A child should be marked at the highest level that she can do comfortably. This is why this tool is a progressive tool. You can start the assessment with the one-digit number tasks. If the child is able to complete all tasks of a particular level comfortably, give her higher level tasks. If the child cannot do all the tasks of a particular level, you should stop the assessment at that level. The last level which the child can do comfortably becomes the highest level of the child. You should mark the child at this level. Now let us see how to do these tasks with a child. Here is Kate. Let us first ask her to name all one-digit numbers shown on the tool. Listen to her carefully. It is also helpful to ask the child to point her finger at what she is reading.
Point to the numbers and read them one by one.
5, 6, 7, 4, 9, 8, 2, 3.
Notice that the child could easily name all the numbers. Let's now move to the comparison tasks. Listen to how the assessor asks the questions and how the child responds.
So which of these numbers is smaller than this number?
2,
Which of these numbers is greater than this number?
8,
Kate could easily name all numbers and could answer both the comparison questions correctly. Let us now ask her to read two-digit numbers and answer the relevant comparison questions.
46, 77, 60, 38, 53, 84, 62, 91, 25, 19.
Which of these numbers is smaller than this number? Can you point and tell?
38.
Which of these numbers is greater than this number?
91.
Kate could easily perform all two-digit tasks, so we will now ask her addition questions. Ask Kate to solve both addition questions and observe patiently.
Let's take a look at these questions. Okay? Can you solve them one by one?
Seven, 8, 9.
She was able to solve both the questions correctly. We will now ask her to solve both the subtraction questions.
14 minus 8. 73 minus 28. We 13 minus 8, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 5, and we will cut 6, 5, 4, 84 minus 46, it 7, 10, and 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 4, and 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Kate solved both subtraction problems correctly. Let us now ask her to solve the word problem.
A shopkeeper has red and white balls. He has 86 balls in total. If the shopkeeper has 38 red balls, then how many white balls does he have?
Notice that the assessor read the problem out loud and showed the problem to the child.
86 minus 38. Maybe 7, 16. At 8 and 7 minus 3, 6.
Kate understood the word problem and solved it correctly. We will mark Kate at word problem level. Here is Kate's friend Fred. We have already given him the number knowledge and addition tasks. Like Kate, Fred could comfortably do them. Now let's move to the subtraction tasks. Observe him solve the subtraction questions. He could do the subtraction problems. Now let's ask Fred to attempt the word problem. Notice that Fred was not able to understand the problem. He did not use the right operation to reach the answer. We will mark Fred at subtraction level because that is the highest level he could do comfortably. Let's look at Polly now. She could easily do the number knowledge and addition tasks. We will now give her the subtraction problem. Notice that Polly is struggling with subtraction, so we will mark her at addition level. Kate could solve the word problem, so we marked her at word problem level. Fred could solve the subtraction problems comfortably but could not solve the word problem, so we marked him at subtraction level. Polly could do the addition problems but struggled with subtraction, so we marked her at addition level. Now we have Peter. Let us ask him to start with the one-digit number tasks. Notice how the child and the assessor proceed with the different tasks.
5, 7, 9, 2, 6, 4, 8, 3.
Which of these numbers is smaller than 5?
2,
Which of these numbers is greater than 6?
8, 46, 77, 60, 38, 53, 84, 62, 91, 25, 90.
Which of these numbers is smaller than 46?
38,
Which of these numbers is greater than 84?
91.
Notice that Peter did not solve the addition problems correctly. Therefore, we will mark him at two-digit number level. Here is Ben. We have already asked him the one-digit number questions and have found that he could easily answer them all. Now let's take him to the two-digit level.
4, 6, 7, 0, 6, 3, 8, 5, 3, 8, 4, 6, 2, 8, 1, 2, 5, 1, 8.
Notice that Ben is struggling with some two-digit numbers. He is also finding it difficult to compare two-digit numbers. Therefore, we will mark him at one-digit level because that's the highest level he could do comfortably. Finally, here is Ben's friend Julia. Let's also ask her to do the one-digit number tasks.
5, 7, 9, 2, 6, 4, 4, 3,
Which of these numbers are smaller than 5?
9,
And which of these numbers are greater than 6?
3.
Julia is struggling with one-digit numbers. We will therefore mark her at beginner level. Peter was comfortable with two-digit numbers but could not do addition. Therefore, we marked him at two-digit level. Ben knew one-digit numbers but not the two-digit numbers, so we marked him at one-digit level. Julia struggled with one-digit numbers. She was thus marked at beginner level. So what have you learnt in this video? There are 6 levels in the numeracy tool. The child should be marked at the highest level that she can do comfortably. Begin the numeracy assessment with one-digit number tasks. Through the examples shown in this video, you should be able to recognize the highest numeracy level for every child. You can refresh all concepts learnt in this video by referring to the chart on how to test numeracy. In the last module, we learnt how the numeracy tool can be used with a child. If you are a teacher or you are someone working with a group of children, you will need to put together the results of all the children you assessed. That way, you know not only how each individual child is doing, but also how the entire group or class is doing. In this module, we will learn how to record and use the numeracy assessment results of the entire group or class. Let's look at this recording sheet. What does it mean when we say a child is marked at the highest level? Remember the child Kate from the last video? She could solve the tasks of all levels including the word problem question. She was therefore marked at the word problem level. On the other hand, Fred could not solve the word problem but could solve the subtraction problems comfortably, so we marked him at subtraction level. Other children in your group can be marked in the same way. Let us now count the children at each level of numeracy. This is how your summary table looks. Can you tell me in simple words what these results mean? Kate and Ali can solve a word problem easily. They are therefore marked at the word problem level. Fred could solve the subtraction problems comfortably but could not solve the word problem. He is marked at the subtraction level. Polly and Seema could do the addition problems but struggled with subtraction questions. They are marked at the addition level. Peter and Jim were comfortable with two-digit number tasks but could not solve addition questions. They are marked at the two-digit level. Ben and Fatima were able to complete the one-digit level tasks but not the two-digit level tasks. Therefore, they are marked at the one-digit level. Julia struggled with one-digit level tasks. She is thus marked at the beginner level. You can also use a chart like this to easily visualize the numeracy level of every child in the class as a whole. The initial levels are called baseline. Now that you know the current level of every child, you will have to think of how to help each child improve. Can you think of ways to help every child reach the word problem level? If children like Fred, Polly and Seema receive support with understanding and solving operation problems, they can reach the word problem level in a few weeks. Children like Peter and Jim should be helped to understand the concepts of numerical operations. They should also receive practice of solving different operation problems. Ben, Fatima and Julia should be taught to recognize and compare numbers. As you work with the children, their numeracy skills will improve. You can use the columns called midline and endline to note their progress. In just a short period of time, you will find that most children have moved to subtraction or word problem levels. So what have you learnt in this video? You have learnt how to record the results of an individual child, how to summarize the numeracy assessment results for a group as a whole, and how to visualize and understand these results in a simple manner. But how can one translate this data into action? At the classroom level, teachers can use data from these short assessments for immediate action. They can understand the current needs of the class and determine how to best support different groups of children. The data can help teachers to understand which concepts, activities and processes they need to revisit and strengthen with different children. Furthermore, the teacher can monitor the children's progress by conducting and documenting these assessments at regular intervals. To learn more about how this data can be used in other interventions such as teaching at the right level programs, visit our modules and resources on TAL.